SCP-682, the hard-to-kill reptile. SCP-682 isn't just dangerous, it's pure hostility in lizard form. This enormous, deformed reptile has been shot, burned, frozen, crushed, dissolved in acid, and even nuked. Yet it always comes back. Its regenerative ability works on a level that defies logic. No matter the damage, it regrows stronger, tougher, and angrier. Scientists who've observed it say it can evolve new defenses within minutes, adapting to anything that once hurt it. What makes 682 even worse is its intelligence. It's not a mindless beast. It hates all life, calls humans filth, and has held entire conversations with researchers while actively trying to kill them. During tests, it's fought everything from Foundation weapons to other SCPs, like 173, and survived every encounter. Even total disintegration doesn't stop it. Its cells somehow reassemble from microscopic remains. Some theories suggest 682 is a child of the Scarlet King, which would explain its boundless rage toward creation itself. Containment is basically a stall. It's kept submerged in a vat of acid that constantly eats away at it faster than it can heal, but even that only slows it down. The Foundation knows one truth about 682. It cannot be destroyed, only endured. It's the SCP world's ultimate symbol of unstoppable hatred and survival. SCP-096, the Shy Guy. SCP-096. The Shy Guy is one of the SCP Foundation's most terrifying humanoids, not because of how it looks, but because of what happens when you see its face. Standing about 2.38 meters tall, 096 is an emaciated, pale creature with long, bony limbs and no visible eyes or lips. It normally sits quietly, covering its face and crying softly like a child in distress. For hours, it does nothing but pace around its containment cell, until someone, somewhere, accidentally catches a glimpse of its face. The reaction is instant and unstoppable. Within seconds, 096 enters an emotional breakdown, screaming and howling before launching into a full-speed sprint toward the person who saw it. It doesn't matter where that person is, another city, another continent, even in a sealed bunker. 096 will find them. It can run for hours without rest, tearing through steel, concrete, and any barrier in its path. When it reaches its victim, it kills them in the most violent way imaginable, then sits down and cries again, completely unaware of what it's done. Containment is nearly impossible. Even blurred or pixelated images of its face can trigger an attack, making photographs, videos, and recordings deadly. The Foundation has banned any visual contact with 096's face, and personnel use live audio only for observation. The terrifying truth? There's no known way to stop it. Once you see its face, even by accident, your fate is already sealed. SCP-106. The Old Man. SCP-106. The Old Man is one of the Foundation's most nightmarish entities, and for good reason. Picture a decaying old man made of rot and darkness, oozing black slime wherever he walks. Anything he touches begins to corrode instantly. Metal, concrete, flesh. It all melts and crumbles away as if time itself is decaying. But the real horror begins when he chooses a victim. 106 doesn't just kill, he plays. He stalks his prey for hours or even days, appearing and disappearing through walls, letting the fear build until the victim breaks down completely. Once he's ready, 106 drags his target into a place known as his pocket dimension, a nightmarish maze that only he controls. Inside, time and space are meaningless. Victims have been found decades older than when they were taken, their bodies mutilated beyond recognition. Some come back insane, babbling about endless tunnels and laughter echoing in the dark. Containing SCP-106 is nearly impossible. It can phase through solid matter and appear anywhere inside a facility. The Foundation's only method of recapture involves sacrificing a human, usually a young soldier, to lure it back into a reinforced containment cell coated with acid. Even then, 106 eventually escapes. It's unpredictable, sadistic, and nearly immortal. The Foundation believes 106 isn't just aging. He embodies decay itself. Every encounter leaves corrosion, despair, and silence behind. If death could walk, mock, and laugh while doing it, it would look exactly like SCP-106. SCP-049. The Plague Doctor. SCP-049. The Plague Doctor is one of the eeriest SCPs because of how calm and intelligent he is. Standing at around 1.9 meters tall, he's dressed in the traditional black robes and beaked mask of a medieval plague doctor. Yet these aren't clothes. They're part of his body. No one knows what he really looks like underneath. He speaks with the tone and manners of an educated man from the 15th century, often addressing researchers as colleagues and showing remarkable knowledge of medicine, anatomy, and human biology. But behind his polite behavior lies something deeply disturbing. SCP-049 truly believes that all humans are infected by what he calls the pestilence, though he's never been able to explain what it is. When he encounters someone he deems sick, he reaches out and ends their life instantly with a single touch. Then he performs surgery using tools he conjures from nowhere, curing the person by turning them into a reanimated corpse, a zombie-like being that barely moves or thinks. What makes 049 so terrifying isn't just his ability to kill, but his sincerity. He genuinely thinks he's saving lives. Contained at the Foundation, he spends his time writing medical notes and studying, always looking for better ways to help humanity, even if that means killing it. SCP-173. The Sculpture, SCP-173. The Sculpture is the one that started it all, the original nightmare that built the SCP legend. It's a grotesque concrete statue with splashes of blood and grime on its body and traces of rebar sticking out like exposed veins. It doesn't move while it's being watched, but the second direct sight is broken, even for a blink. It attacks at lightning speed, snapping the victim's neck or crushing their skull. There's no warning, no sound, just death in an instant. Because of this, SCP-173's containment procedures are extremely strict. Its chamber must always have at least 3 personnel inside during cleaning or testing. 2 must maintain constant eye contact while the 3rd performs maintenance, and all 3 must verbally alert each other before blinking. 1 mistake, 1 sneeze, 1 power outage, and everyone in the room is gone. It's also disturbingly strong, capable of breaking through steel doors if left unmonitored long enough. Even other SCPs fear it. During an experiment, the near unkillable SCP-682 refused to break eye contact with 173, showing visible distress. SCP-3000. Anantashesha, Keter, the eel. Under the surface of the Bay of Bengal lies SCP-3000, a gargantuan serpent-like being so vast its full length cannot be determined. Estimates put it between 600 and 900 kilometers long. Its body is mostly sedentary, coiled deep beneath the ocean floor, yet when its head moves, it is capable of swift, deadly action. But the true horror of SCP-3000 doesn't come from its physical size alone. Anyone who directly observes or approaches it suffers immediate mental effects: confusion, headaches, paranoia, fragmented memories, or full amnesia. The creature excretes a viscous black substance known as Y909 during feeding, which has potent amnestic memory-erasing and cognito-hazardous properties. The Foundation uses Y909 to manufacture its amnestic drugs, meaning that the very tools used to erase human memory are derived from this living nightmare. Containment is less about locking it away and more about managing proximity. The area around it is heavily patrolled, civilian access is strictly banned, and specialized protocol, the Aztec Protocol, governs how the Foundation interacts with the beast. Whether SCP-3000 is consciously awake or simply a slumbering force of nature remains unknown. And that uncertainty is perhaps its most chilling feature of all. SCP-2317. The Devourer of Worlds. Picture: a creature 200 kilometers tall, chained in another dimension by 7 unbreakable seals. Each time a seal weakens, we get a global disaster: earthquakes, tsunamis, mass extinctions. 6 are already broken. The last one is holding, barely. If it fails, SCP-2317 will consume the Earth, then move on to the rest of the universe. The Foundation's containment procedure is basically a prayer ritual repeated daily to keep the final chain from snapping. It's like holding back Godzilla with duct tape and wishful thinking. Deep inside that alternate reality lies SCP-2317, an ancient God-level entity whose imprisonment is the bulwark between our world and total annihilation. It's not a matter of if it escapes, it's when. The chains which bind it are not mere metal links, but mystical seals created by long-dead sorcerers, each one a keystone holding back oblivion. With 6 of those seals already broken, the final tether is frayed. The Foundation's routine ritual, scattered holy water, blood sacrifice, incantations, serves less as actual containment and more as a psychological pacifier. They keep personnel believing something can still stop it. If SCP-2317 ever breaks free, the result won't be a giant rampaging monster alone, but a universal collapse. Its form may be huge, but its threat is conceptual. The very idea of Devourer of Worlds means nothing is safe. Our physics, our reality, our existence, all become food. And until that last seal holds, the world is essentially one weak ritual away from being swallowed. SCP-610, the flesh that hates. If you think zombies are bad, meet SCP-610, a red fleshy infection that spreads across everything: humans, animals, buildings, even landscapes. Victims transform into grotesque masses of meat and bone that fuse into the environment, creating entire living towns. The infected are still conscious, trapped in agony, begging for death through rotting mouths. Entire Russian villages have been quarantined, and the Foundation's solution is just don't go there. It's biological horror on a global scale, flesh evolving faster than science can keep up. Now let's unpack that a little more. The infection begins subtly, often like a rash or skin irritation, but it escalates fast. Within hours, the infected's flesh warps, branches out, rearranges. Their bodies mutate in wild ways, limbs added, heads reshaped, all while the victim remains aware, locked in suffering. Then comes the next horrifying step. The infected anchor themselves into a location, a town, a village, even a building, and begin to merge with their surroundings. Walls, floors, landscapes, objects, all become part of the flesh mass living infrastructure. Those who enter the quarantine zones face immediate danger. The infection actively seeks to spread. Any nearby living thing is fair game. Even observing it is risky. Conventional containment methods barely slow it down. Because of that, the entity is classified as Keter, meaning it is extremely dangerous and hard to control. What makes SCP-610 especially terrifying is that it's not just a monster you fight. It's a creeping transformation of everything around you. Your home, your town, could become part of the flesh, and you could still feel your own body changing. That blend of disease, physical mutation, environmental assimilation, and conscious horror makes it one of the most disturbing threats in the SCP world.